Taylor Swift isn't someone you expect to see at a football training camp, but then again, she's never played by the rules. On the warm evening of June 24th in Nashville, she did what only Taylor could, turned a gathering of elite athletes into a night no one would ever forget. Tight End University is no ordinary football camp. Founded by NFL stars Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Greg Olsen, it brings together the brightest young tight ends in the game for days of drills, strategy, and camaraderie. But on this particular Tuesday, the focus shifted from footballs to flashbulbs and from playbooks to playlists, all thanks to a surprise guest who walked onto the stage in a simple, stunning black dress. The crowd, a blend of athletes, coaches, and die-hard football fans, erupted when they realized who was about to perform. Taylor Swift's presence was electric. She smiled, took the mic, and posed a question that whipped the audience into a frenzy. Theoretically, how loud can we get? In an instant, the air filled with thunderous cheers and the kind of energy that can only come from a room full of people witnessing something extraordinary. With her guitar slung across her shoulder, Taylor strummed the opening chords of Shake It Off. If anyone in the audience needed a reminder of her superstar status, it vanished as hundreds of voices joined her for the chorus, their excitement mirrored by the man beaming from the crowd, Travis Kelce himself. Taylor and Travis had arrived at the event together, slipping out of a black SUV and into the glow of anticipation. Though everyone expected a memorable night, no one foresaw that Taylor would take the stage, let alone send social media into a meltdown. But she did both with her trademark flair. As she finished the song, Taylor strolled to the edge of the stage, soaking in the sea of faces, some awestruck, others teary-eyed, all hopelessly captivated. The connection she shares with an audience is legendary, but what happened next would become the night's defining moment. A fan near the front, emboldened by the once-in-a-lifetime setting, shouted the question on everyone's mind. "When are you marrying Travis?" For a heartbeat, the room fell silent. Taylor's face lit up with surprise and mischief. She laughed, shook her head, and with the perfect sense of timing, blew Travis a kiss. The crowd lost it, whistles, cheers, and applause echoing off the walls. Travis, caught in the crossfire of affection and attention, turned a shade redder, hiding his face in his hands. The entire exchange was captured from a dozen angles, destined to be replayed endlessly on phone screens and social feeds across the world. Taylor, ever the storyteller, let the moment linger before dedicating her next song to everyone who believes in love and taking things one day at a time. In her hands, even a football camp became a stage for life's big questions. By the time the final chord rang out, the hashtag #MarryTravis was trending on Twitter, and the internet was ablaze with theories, gifs, and heartfelt messages. Fans dissected every nuance. Taylor's smile, Travis's blush, the way they glanced at each other. The marriage question, playful but pointed, summed up the hope and curiosity of millions who have followed their romance since it went public in late 2023. But the night was more than just a viral moment. It marked their first official red carpet appearance as a couple, a choice to blend their worlds not at a Hollywood gala, but at Travis's own event, surrounded by his peers, his mentors, and his passions. It was a statement about priorities, professional support, mutual respect, and the willingness to meet each other where they are. Tight End University itself has grown since its founding in 2021, now drawing top talent from across the country. The focus is on skill building, teamwork, and the mental side of football. But for one night, it was Taylor's artistry that stole the show. The magic of the moment was amplified by the venue, Brooklyn Bowl, Nashville, a space intimate enough to feel personal, yet large enough to contain the energy of a superstar performance. Taylor's acoustic set was her first since finishing the record-breaking Eras tour earlier in the year, a rare treat for those lucky enough to be in the room. Security scrambled to handle the unexpected surge as news of her presence spread through Nashville like wildfire. The scheduled performers, country stars Jordan Davis and Chase Rice, were gracious, but there was no denying who owned the night. Taylor's rendition of Shake It Off became the highlight, the kind of moment that makes for stories told and retold for years. And yet, for all the spectacle, it was the personal touches that resonated most. Travis's joy at seeing Taylor perform, his bashful pride when the marriage question was posed, And the way they left the venue hand in hand showed a couple comfortable in the spotlight, but even more comfortable in each other's company. Earlier that evening, they'd been spotted at local bars and restaurants, dressed casually but in sync, a plaid tank top and skirt for Taylor, a crisp white polo for Travis. They looked like any couple enjoying a summer night out, their star power undiminished by the informality. The fan who dared to ask the marriage question later recounted her experience online, still in disbelief that Taylor had acknowledged her. "I just blurted it out. I never thought she'd actually respond," she wrote. Her spontaneous question, it turned out, gave voice to the curiosity of an entire fandom, and Taylor's playful answer only deepened the intrigue. Speculation about the couple's future has swirled for weeks, fueled by rumors of secret wedding plans and engagement rings. But Taylor and Travis have stayed focused on their careers and each other, refusing to be rushed by public pressure. Their easy chemistry was evident to everyone at Tight End University, and their mutual support continues to inspire those who believe in the power of partnership. Taylor's willingness to step into Travis's world speaks volumes about her commitment, not just to him, but to the idea that love doesn't have to mean sacrificing individuality. She brought her own distinct magic to the night, transforming a sports event into a celebration of connection and possibility. As the night wound down and Taylor and Travis exited the venue, the crowd buzzed with what they'd witnessed. The memory of that marriage question, the collective gasp, and Taylor's coy reply became the stuff of legend almost instantly. For those in attendance, it was more than a celebrity sighting. It was proof that sometimes, life's best moments are the ones you never see coming. Back on social media, videos of the interaction circulated at lightning speed. The marriage question trended, but so did clips of Travis's reaction, his genuine astonishment and delight at the public display of affection. For fans, these glimpses behind the curtain are what make the couple so compelling. They're icons, yes, but also real people navigating love in the public eye. The night also highlighted how seamlessly Taylor and Travis have blended their separate worlds. She's known for sold-out stadiums and chart-topping albums. He's one of the NFL's brightest stars. Together, they found a way to celebrate each other's successes, showing that power couples don't have to compete, they can amplify one another. Their Nashville appearance felt like a culmination of months of speculation and excitement, yet it also suggested that the best is yet to come. They maintained their privacy, answered questions with humor and grace, and reminded everyone watching that the heart of any great story is the willingness to let it unfold in its own time. For Taylor, the night was another chapter in a career defined by reinvention and risk-taking. For Travis, it was a moment of pure joy, seeing the worlds he loves intersect in the most unexpected way. For everyone lucky enough to be there, or to watch from afar, it was proof that even in a world of scripted events and carefully curated appearances, real magic happens when you least expect it. As dawn broke over Nashville, the city was still buzzing. Fans replayed the night's highlights, debated the significance of every smile and gesture, and wondered about what comes next. Would there be an engagement announcement, another surprise performance, or simply more moments of shared happiness captured in the flashes of 1,000 cameras? One thing is certain, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce know how to keep the world watching, guessing, and dreaming along with them. Their night at Tight End University wasn't just a performance or a viral moment. It was a celebration of love, music, and the unpredictable joy of asking life's biggest questions out loud. And for those still wondering about that marriage question, Taylor's answer may have been playful, but the story is far from over. If anything, it's just beginning, and the world can't wait to see what happens next.